So that's a video of Omoyele Sowore, the now activist, celebrating the victory of Muhammadu Buhari in 2015. Of course, Muhammadu Buhari had defeated Goodluck Jonathan, the president that Omoyele Sowore fought to a standstill. Omoyele Sowore did not just celebrate that victory, for that was in Nigeria. He was flown into Nigeria and he attended the inauguration of President Muhammadu Buhari in becoming president and ousting Goodluck Ebele Jonathan from government. And this is in response to some of you that have continually asked if we have evidences to proving that Omoyele Sowore worked with the APC closely in removing Jonathan from office and enthroning Muhammadu Buhari as president in 2015. And there are several more. And if you watch that video closely, it wasn't just a man, he was being told thank you, that was it. Listen again, listen very keenly. He didn't just stop there. They were chanting APC and Omoyele Sowore was smiling because it was an hatchet job that was done perfectly. Listen to APC. Beyond the flag that you are seeing right now moving all around, you will be seeing them chant APC with Omoyele Sowore. Now, very simply, let's make it very clear. Omoyele Sowore did not just work to remove Jonathan from office. Omoyele Sowore has an unholy alliance with the APC furthermore. And like I said yesterday in my video, the only reason Kazim Shettima is vice president today is because of the role he played in removing Jonathan from office. The only reason Omoyele Sowore is angry that a group of Nigerians anywhere in this country, anywhere in this world, gathered and they want to remove Tinubu from office is because he is not just a controlled opposition, he's a decoy. It's a calculated job and task he has been given to ensure that Nigerians never gather under any umbrella, under any platform to want to remove this particular government that he brought into power. If you go deep into the political analysis of political analysis that led to the removal of Jonathan and the enthronement of Muhammadu Buhari as president, in the personalities, the brands, Omoyele Sowore is top 10. That is citing Buhari, Tinubu, Olusegun Obasanjo, Rotimi Amechi, Bukola Saraki, Atiku Abubakar. Omoyele Sowore is part of the top 10 brands and personalities that worked for the removal of Jonathan and the enthronement of Muhammadu Buhari. In the factors that worked against Jonathan in that government and benefited Buhari, Omoyele Sowore's media propaganda sits in the top on the top 3. They sit very comfortably in the top 3. Remembering the corruption and mismanagement issues, the issues with political leadership of the PDP and how Jonathan fell out, media propaganda led by some reporters of Omoyele Sowore was one of the topmost factors that led to the fall of Jonathan and the rise of Muhammadu Buhari. So what are you guys talking about? The truth is, like I've said everywhere and I continue to say, the reason some of us have ignored Sowore's shenanigans and all his theatrics is because there's no way you can claim being perfect in the Nigerian political scenery. It's not possible. And that's why there is nobody with the tag of perfection. Nobody, no human that is a saint or is perfect. But what we can actually work with are people with integrity. And let me tell you, what is integrity? Integrity is you agreeing to the fact that you're not perfect and honestly being accountable and responsible for your actions moving forward. My mentor made it very simple. He said integrity is about being perfectly honest. A lot of persons supported Buhari to come to power. Most of the people that supported Buhari, they are part of the campaign and asking that APC should leave. That's integrity. Accepting where you are wrong. Accepting that you made a mistake 5 years ago, 10 years ago. The problem Omoyele Sowore has with some presidential candidates is because, they were once in alliance. You that have been in alliance as recent as 10 years ago, and even A couple of weeks ago, I posted a video of you meeting with New Ribadu. You came to my DM to tell me that it was an old video of 6 years ago. But you have a problem with people that have aligned with political factors, that have been governors, that have done this 15, 20 years ago. So what? It's not because we don't know that you had worked to get. So some of us, okay, maybe you thought that Jonathan was supposed to be a problem and Buhari was going to be a messiah, and now you would have grown past it and then we can move on. We have been asking, let's work together. Ignore the politicians. Why will you be so comfortable? Why will you allow yourself to be controlled enough to be fighting people that are asking to remove this lawless government from power? If you are not a decoy, if you are not a strategic pawn, a strategic factor being used by the ruling party to destabilize Nigerians and the order of aggregation to be able to remove them, why are you worried? Why suddenly, in the space of several days, you've made spurious allegations that are baseless, yet your followers are saying we should back up? Now, I just released a video of you celebrating Buhari into power. Does that not make you a demon? No! But those some persons think you are. Sowore is not our problem, and I'll continue to say it. We want to have a government that we can trust. Whatever it takes for us to gather ourselves together, congregate ourselves, aggregate ourselves, and work to get us. We may not get it right excellently in the next election. But if we begin to have free, fair, and credible elections in the nearest future, someone like Sowore, he might believe before now, can get to power, so that somebody like me can also get to power in the future. But Sowore seems not to understand. He thinks that you are a... Do you know how many things have been said about you privately? Should we always come to the public to come and start putting out information or data? It is not going to help our cause. We have a common enemy, and that is Bola Tinubu and his APC gang that have become a bone in our flesh, that have become a thorn in our flesh, that have told us to our face that we cannot do anything, that have become insensitive, mocking our plight and doing nothing particularly, except you work for them. Sowore, you've got a chance to prove to the Nigerian people. Nobody is saying you should join Peter Obi or John Atiku, but let it be very clear that you are against these people, because all of this dribbling you are doing, this Maradonic attitude you are doing, is exposing you the more. It's exposing you. This is who you are. You were flown into the country to come and celebrate Buhari's inauguration. You even said that Buhari invited you to meet with him in the US, and you refused. Why was he inviting you if he didn't know you worked for him? Come on, be serious for once.